Wildfires, hurricanes, floods, tornadoes. The increase in these catastrophic weather events has had a devastating effect on insurance premiums. Let's talk about two things that can help you take control of your premiums. Number one is mitigation. Mitigation is a fancy word that basically means doing something preventative in order to prevent something catastrophic from having an effect or a larger effect on your property. When it comes to insurance, we're talking about investing in your property to avoid certain types of losses or lessen certain type of claims that can happen due to catastrophic events. For hurricanes, for instance, it could be impact windows and doors. For floods, it could be investing in lifting your expensive property, stock, equipment for your home off of the ground so that it doesn't get affected during a flood. Wildfires, making sure that the perimeter of the property is clear from the building in order to be able to avoid the jumping of the fire, and so on and so forth. Mitigation is probably the best investment dollar you can do in preventing claims to your property. Now, some of these things can be pretty expensive to do, but you find savings in the ability to have lower premiums because most insurance companies look at these things in order to decide whether, one, to insure you, or two, to provide discounts. And some of those discounts can be significant. Now, in catastrophe-prone areas, sometimes you can also take advantage of grants that are available that help you match dollars or provide you just funding in order to strengthen your home or building against some of these catastrophes. The second thing is understanding the cost to replace your property, whether it's your home or your business. Having a good understanding of what the cost will be to rebuild after a claim will help you control your premium. In some cases, what's happened over a long period of time, if your policy has an automatic increase, it's possible that you may be overinsured and therefore paying premiums a little bit too high. The best way to decide that is to have a replacement cost appraisal done of the property. That's where an appraiser comes in and can provide some estimates as to the cost of construction after a storm. That way you can use that as the guide in order to better insure your property. Now, more often than not, especially during these times when inflation has gotten so high and the cost of construction is so high, you may also be underinsured, and that may be what that appraisal tells you. But having your building properly insured sets you up for the best possible scenario after a claim. And understanding the difference between the cost to replace, the actual costs after a claim, and how that affects your deductibles makes you the best prepared at the time of a loss and gives you an opportunity to make sure that your savings or that your other mitigation effects are able to counteract those additional costs. Now, a bonus to these two things is not only that they can possibly control the premium from a discount perspective, from an eligibility perspective, or from having the right amount of insurance perspective, also having a better understanding of both of these concepts helps you better understand what your out-of-pocket expenses will be after a catastrophe. Understanding what the right deductible amount is going to be. What does that mean? How are you going to fund it? Where is that going to come from? Understanding what isn't covered by your insurance policy. Every claim has uncovered expenses in one way, shape, or form. So understanding what those out-of-pocket expenses will be helps you better be prepared and gives you an idea of maybe whether or not you're prepared to take on a larger portion of that risk. Could you increase your deductibles and save on the premium? Are your finances set up that way? So understanding mitigation, understanding replacement costs puts you in a good position to be able to understand your out-of-pocket expenses and then puts you in the best position to control your premiums. In this video, we've talked about some general terms and concepts that might be able to help you, but they vary widely depending on where the property is or where you live. So the best way to start is to talk to your independent insurance agent. If you don't have an independent insurance agent or you'd like a second opinion, please feel free to reach out to us at www.depozitoinsurance.com. There you'll be able to chat, text, email, or even start your quote right there online. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to ask me in the comments or reach out to me directly. You can find me on any social media at Depozito Insurance. If you'd like this video and you want to share it, please hit that subscribe button and share it with anyone else who might need it. Thank you.